where things go right, Portsea.
Well, Hayden, tell us how the girls look. They've done one race, they're into the second race, and fit. How are they looking?
I know Kellyanne Perkins, when she came out of the water first, she was excited. She's looking back to the Olympian Naomi Flood going into her favourite ski leg. It's going to have to be a big one. But I asked Floody earlier, I said, does anything faze you? And she just laughed. So Floody's on fire today.
Yeah, she's definitely the best ski paddler in the world on a surf ski. So for everyone at home, when you watch Naomi Flood get on a surf ski, there is no one better in this whole world as a female than what she is.
It's a great thing to see there. Courtney Hancock, a supreme being there, running down, dragging a ski, and you just understand there how tough these guys are. She was struggling to carry that in there. The cold water, the long racing, very tough.
So through two legs, it's Perkins leading, Flood, Mercer, Harriet Brown, Courtney Hancock, Rebecca Creedy, Falzon, Coleman, Alyssa Bull and Bonnie Hancock round out the top 10. The big story, though, Brodie Moyer, who's 2 from 2 so far. She dropped 3 positions on that leg. She's down in 13th position, and Portsea is putting a big dent in her campaign as the young 20-year-old, one of 3. She's one of triplets, so she's done the hard yards, Leachy.
Wow. Yeah, and also, isn't it good to see Jordan Mercer having a good race today? She's been a bit stiff the first 2 races of the series, but today she's doing very, very well. As we see Candice Falzon getting on through that break, that tricky short break there that you need to punch through to get out into some clear water.
Testing conditions at Portsea. You can see Falzon ducking out of the way of that one. She's off.
That's not good.
And this is what happened to her 2 years ago at Newcastle when her title hopes were destroyed, and it's happening again to Falzon. She's had such a wonderful start to the series. She's sitting right up there overall.
Well, she needs to get a move on here. So here we go on the replay. So she's moving forward, but the problem is she just didn't have enough forward motion to go through that. She rolled it, but the cardinal sin, you don't let go of the hand straps. The straps on the feet there, you got to hang on.
Big thing you want to do there is punch the wave. So once you get your speed up with your ski, you want to jump off your ski with the momentum and push the ski through. So when that whitewash hits you, it brings you back to neutral.
But I'd argue that she should have taken a few extra strokes and maybe try to bash through it and not roll.
I agree with that. She needs to get a little bit more urgency here. Obviously, the shore break's quite tricky, but the only way to deal with that is a bit of speed, jumping on and moving. You've got to attack.
Well, there you go. So at the moment, our champion from the first race of this double sprint, Naomi Flood, she's moved into first position, looking strong on the ski. So she's negotiated the break. She's out the back. Courtney Hancock is sitting in second place right behind her. So at the moment, Naomi Flood, who got second in the first race, is now leading the second race. And if she holds this position, will win the day.
We're not there yet. You've got to count the in zone when they come in. If they get a big enough wave, you know, you've got to make sure you're in front of that whitewash. If Floody can hold that, it's going to be great. But there's 4 of them there in that group. It'd be fantastic to see a 4-person run up the line.
There's still time for you two blokes to make 6 different predictions as you did at Newcastle a couple of weeks ago.
We've learned our mistake for that one. Thanks, Howie. Thanks for bringing that up. I appreciate it.
She's such a wonderful paddler. She went to the Olympics. Talk us through the technique, Guy. This is a thing that you know a lot about. She seems, from outsider's point of view, to be just so smooth in the craft.
Yeah, so she works on with the ski paddle. You see her back moving then. So the arms do a small part within the stroke of a ski. It's the back and the side muscles that rotate that bring the power into the ski. And if you worked it on a percentage, it's about 80% of the workload gets done by the back, by the twisting of your body motion. But obviously there's balance in there as well and all the rest of it. So Trev Floody looking good at the moment, but Courtney Hancock sitting in right behind her. Do you know where Brodie Moyer is?
Yeah, Brodie's sitting back in about 5th or 6th. She didn't have a great swim then. In fact, she moved through on the way out to the ski. She was even further back after the swim. I would love to see Kellyanne Perkins get a good result at the end of this ski leg in this race, because she was the brave one that jumped on the ski and took on the shore break, like Plato said. She got herself a good lead, but she doesn't have the strength of Naomi Flood, so she's been swallowed up out the back here or gobbled up. But really, really good job from Kellyanne Perkins. Really well done. The other one that's actually slipped right back is Hayley Bader. She's back in about 3rd last spot.
Trevor, looking at the Telstra tracker, 9.3 kilometres an hour. Naomi Flood is currently doing. Courtney Hancock, I like her positioning, Trev. She's second in this race at the moment. She came 3rd in the first race. So if she could get a wave in and things go right for Flood, Courtney Hancock's in the box seat very nicely.
Yeah, so it's a race. Sorry, Trevor, go.
Sorry, guys. The one thing I wanted to point out was Floody is just so good on waves with her ski and board. She controls it so well. Courtney's been very good on the board and ski in the past. I'm not so sure about this ski she's on at the moment. She keeps slewing in funny spots and stuff like that. So for Courtney, let's hope she holds that concentration and ends up being a run up the beach between the two of them.
So Floody now, Naomi Flood, Clado, is sitting in first position. Would you go a set wave here? She'll look over her shoulder. She'll try to work out what she's going to do. The big question now is, will she take a big wave on, or will she take it easy?
She's going to get this little bump here. You can see her working now. She's up the rating. She's just coming down a chop.
Will she get down this? That's the question. So this is a nice, smaller wave. Courtney Hancock sitting in behind her, trying to push down. So the question is, will Naomi Flood turn that little chop into a wave and ride that into the finish?
The field spread out there. We can see Courtney Hancock off to the right. We've got a double up here for Floody out in front. We can see that little bump in the front. If she can get over that, she can ride that to the shore. If not, that second part will double up and hit her, but I think she's going to be quite safe here.
Well, here we go. So this is the area here where she's coming into the bank, so she needs to negotiate this wave she's going down right now. Make sure she keeps control of the surf ski to get into the beach, and if she does that, she will wrap up the Portsea event here in Victoria.
Courtney Hancock has also got a nice little wave in, so it's going to be pretty close when these girls hit the beach. Flood, you can see in the front, and there's Courtney in the back, about 20 metres behind, both struggling to hold on to their skis. But this has been a wonderful performance by Naomi Flood as she comes in over that little rock area.
Courtney's gone. She's slewed out the back. Floody makes a way. Perfect execution. Dropping the board off. Huge smile as she runs up.
There she is. She's getting some high fives from Darren Mercer as Courtney still tries to hold on to that second position. But what about this lady, Naomi Flood? She went to the Olympics this year. She won the series a couple of years ago. It has been a wonderful performance. High fives all round. And why wouldn't it be? She was predicted by many to be too big today, and that is what she's proven. Naomi Flood has come to Portsea. She's too big, she's too tough, she's too strong. Naomi Flood wins Portsea. Look at the smile on her face. Well done to that lady. And the rest of the field will be going, oh no, Floody's in business. Geordie Mercer, tough start to the year, kissing the sky. She's come from nowhere in second position. She has elated the sprint up the beach now. Courtney Hancock doing everything. Harriet Brown, the Victorian behind her. But Courtney in third, Harriet Brown fourth, Greedy fifth. What about that performance by the young girl as well? Kellyanne Perkins across in sixth position. Wow, boys.
Alyssa Ball making her way up, Amy Nervin. We've got Alyra Richardson.
Well, they are running up with determination, aren't they? These girls are so fit. So Alyssa Ball's had a great race. A fantastic result from Alyssa Ball, first year in the series.
A great finish, and there is a big story in itself. Brodie Moyer, 2 victories to start the season. She is back down in the field around 10th position. Nicole Livingston is down there with no doubt an elated Naomi Flood, Nick.
Absolutely. She's stoked, but she is a great Ironwoman. She's waiting for all the competitors to come across the line to congratulate them as well. Floody, you've tamed Portsea.
I always like coming here. I've raced here quite a few times and had some good success. So to come back, it's up in the air what happens out there, and I'm just stoked it went my way today.
Olympic focus last year. You're now into round 3, so it's given you a chance at least for 3 rounds to start thinking about surf lifesaving and really focus back on that. Obviously, the results are showing through now.
Yeah, listen, I haven't really concentrated on this too much because I think, surf background, it should come naturally to you, but I think we all get a bit caught up in it sometimes, and out there today, it's, you just got to go with it. It's you against the ocean, not you against the other competitors. So I'm just wrapped with that. It's unreal. I've gotten better as the series has gone on, and yeah, looking forward to, finishing strongly, hopefully.
The thing I loved, I know we all know about your craft skills, your swimming was fantastic.
Yeah, it's that definitely hasn't been my focus, and I'm stoked with a long swim that there is waves coming in, so it's definitely a big assistance, yeah.
I know you were pleased to see Geordie finish second as well. Geordie, they weren't great results round 1 and round 2. You are so elated to be back on the podium, aren't you?
I can't begin to explain how good this feels. Thanks for you cleaning me off. I mean, it's just incredible, and I really forgot how great it truly is, and it's times like this, it just makes every little struggle along the way so very worth it. But I mean, perfect opportunity now to thank the family and friends, Al, Nan, Pop, sister at home, Mum and Dad.
What a champion Geordie is. Sorry to interrupt you. What a champion. Such a good athlete. She's had a, let's say, not a fantastic start, but she just crossed the line there, and you can see how stoked she was. I'm stoked for you. It's a big start. Good girl.
And we're stoked for you as well. Congratulations being back in the winner's circle. Nicely said, Floody. Well done, Geordie.
Oh, thanks. And just while we're all here, Floody here's my absolute idol, so stoked to be standing next to her and just unreal to be racing against her in psycho conditions like this.
Mutual Admiration Society going down here, Howie. Back to you.
Psycho conditions, my idol. There's a lot of love on the beach, Nick, as there will be shortly. The big boys of the sport, the Kellogg's Nutrigrain Iron Men, they're big, they're buff, they're tough, they're strong, and they're going to need to be because Portsea is serving up all sorts of challenges. That is coming up not too far away, but the results for the women, magnificent day at Portsea. And look at Naomi Flood on top. Geordie Mercer elated to be in second. Courtney Hancock, again, very consistent. Well done to Harriet Brown. A very nice finish for her. Rebecca Creedy, Kellyanne Perkins as well as a star of the future.
Yeah, Alyssa Bull, I said before, had a great race. Amy Irvin good in the big surf. Alira Richardson also good in the big surf. Done. Brodie Moyer is a surprise back in 11th. And also Elise Bennett in 12th.
That'll be a big story to follow. Brodie Moyer. Hayley Bainop started so well. Bonnie Hancock, Tara Coleman and